Detroit. One of my public high school is Western International Academy High School right behind you. This is probably the most diverse high school now after Chadsey closed down. It has probably over 20 different ethnicities in this school. And many of these students that are in this school behind us are going to be impacted positively from this legislation, the DREAM Act. I want to share a personal experience for me. When I graduated from Southwestern High School, not even a mile from here, many of my colleagues, my fellow students, my friends that I grew up with, went to elementary school with, didn't even know they were undocumented until it was time to take the exams. It was time to apply for schools. Many of them were sat down for the first time by their parents. Very emotional time for all of them because it was the first time the parents had to sit down with them and say, we messed up. We're all legally here, but we didn't include you in the petitions, or we didn't include you in the process, and it wasn't easy back then, and we couldn't afford it. I mean, many issues that came up. It was the first time that that person that grew up in America, grew up as an American, found out they were out of status and what that truly meant, which meant they were cut off from any kind of opportunity. I share this with you because, you know, I always hear this. There is no German dream, there's no London dream, there's no Mexican dream, there's the American dream. And this DREAM Act is the essence of what the American dream is about. Many of these students still to this day struggle in our country. They have never even been back to the country that their parents were born or where they were born. They were 2, 3, 4 years old when they came to this country. And over a decade ago, over 10 years ago now, the DREAM Act was first introduced. Many people didn't understand the issue. I think today the American society still doesn't completely understand the issue. That many of them, in many ways, have been touched by a person that was a so-called undocumented student that was stuck in the system, because we do have a broken immigration system, don't we? I mean, we truly have a broken immigration system. And I want to say to all of you that this is an opportunity. I have a great feeling about this. As a person that worked on this issue 4 or 5 years ago, anything that gets attached to a spending bill like this that's important for our country to protect our military and protect our country, anything that could get in there that's this positive is a dream of all of ours. And I think it's a positive thing, a positive move on behalf of Harry Reid and many of the leadership in the Senate. With that, I know, you know, we have a lot of work and a lot of education to do. There's a lot of misunderstanding, right, about this. But voting yes on the DREAM Act is the American thing to do. It's the right thing to do. It's to allow the ability to allow these young people that truly have already been part of our society, graduated from the high schools, went to school with your children, went to school with your children's children, and now are stuck in this broken immigration system. This is the right step for our country, and I'm really looking forward to it. So yes on the DREAM Act.
Yeah!
With that, I wanted to, and I'm really proud of this. This is the first time I've met Mr. King. President King is here, President of the United Auto Workers. He is here. This is a proud moment for me because the UAW is standing next to us and making a huge statement by being here. And I want you guys to scream so loud as if, you know, we just passed the DREAM Act, because this is a really major step for us. And to have him here makes, it's just really, it's a tremendous thing. And I really thank you.
All right.
King.
Thank you very much. Well, first of all, I am honored to be here. I'm honored to be here with these great activists. I'm honored to be here with our Vice President of the UAW, Cindy Estrada.
Yay!
You know, Cindy comes from Southwest Detroit. I come out of Local 600. What makes me so angry is nobody in America that doesn't come from an immigrant family except for the American Indians. So,
Right.
in Local 600, I worked with workers from Germany, from Italy, from Poland, from Arab countries, from Latin American countries, from all over the world. And I saw that by people working together, what we produced. And I saw the value of respecting everybody in society. And our immigration system is broken. And this is just a small step in the right direction. But this is so important. I was in North Carolina yesterday, and I was with 2 young people. One was named Diego. And Diego is from Mexico, and it was NAFTA that drove him and his family to be migrant farm workers. It was these crazy trade laws, these unfair trade laws that took, his family were family farmers, a small subsistent family farm that they had in Mexico. And when NAFTA was passed, crops came in from the U.S. much cheaper than they could produce them down there. So his whole family was driven into poverty. And his dad and his sisters and brothers now come here and do migrant farm work. It's outrageous in the conditions they have to live under. So we have to bring justice to our society. As Rashida said, this is the right American thing to do, but it's also the right moral thing to do.
Right.
It's the right spiritual thing to do. We have to stand together. We have to make America about doing the right thing. So I'm very proud to be here with all of you. And I was also with a young woman yesterday. And in my view, she's paid all her dues. She came over here with a migrant family, went through school system, very smart, very articulate, and she can't go to college because she doesn't have a Social Security card. This DREAM Act would be the American dream for her. So we're here today to stand with all labor. And I'm so proud. I'm always proud to stand with the Detroit, the Michigan, the American Federation of Teachers, but I'm especially proud to stand with Dave Hecker. Dave is a fighter for social justice on every issue. He's there. Please give a warm welcome to Dave Hecker, President of the Michigan Federation.
Thank you, Bob. As Bob said, it is great to be here. It's an honor to be here. It's an honor for me to be here representing public school teachers and staff throughout the great state of Michigan, including those who do a fantastic job behind me at Western International. And on behalf of our members statewide, we'd like to urge Senators Levin and Stabenow to vote yes on the DREAM Act. Vote yes because it's the right thing to do, but vote yes because it's a smart thing to do for our educators, for our schools, and our economy. 65,000 undocumented immigrant students graduate from high schools every year. They grow up in our economy, they attend our schools, they are American in every single way except for a piece of paper. They're really no different than my boys, Jose and Gustavo, except for that piece of paper. Like Jose, like Gustavo, like all American children, they want to be able to pursue their educations, realize their full potential, realize the American dream. By not passing the DREAM Act, if we did not, we would lose an entire generation of doctors, teachers, lawyers, because we have an immigration system that arbitrarily takes away the American dream, the opportunity for it, from so many. Specifically, the DREAM Act would change all that. Undocumented immigrants who entered the United States or lost their status before the age of 16 would be eligible to apply. They would have to have graduated from a U.S. high school or have earned a GED and be of good moral character. They would be given a temporary immigration status for 6 years. During that time, they would have to complete 2 years toward a 4-year degree or serve 2 years in the military. At that time, they'd be eligible to apply for a green card and begin earning their citizenship. Approximately 2 million young people would be eligible through the DREAM Act. It is a great way, it's a fair way of allowing motivated immigrant students to earn their papers to match what we know is in their hearts, that America is their home. In the schools where my members teach, every day we encounter 65,000 broken dreams. Senator Stabenow, Senator Levin, you have the opportunity to make those dreams reality, to put them back together. We urge you to vote yes for the DREAM Act. I'm now honored to introduce Ivan Nikolov, an undocumented student who will tell his personal story.
Hi, my name is Ivan Nikolov. I'm undocumented. I came to this country from Russia with my mom 11 years ago. When I was 12 years old, me and my mom, we missed a court date, and I automatically became undocumented. 10 years later, Immigration Customs and Enforcement came to my house in